Good morning, it is Monday. I have just trained upper. I've not done any cardio because I'm travelling to Manchester today, and I think if there's one thing that I can do when I'm there and I'm in the hotel on my own, it's boring as fuck, I can go and get my cardio done. So I did choose to spend the time on my steps, which means I've got about 5,500 in, and I'll finish those off later on. But I did my check-in this morning and I am 68.8 kilos, and it looks as though my legs have really started to play ball on my quads. Hamstrings still looking a little bit shit, but it's fine. It's fine, we've got the time. So Amy's feedback is she's really happy with how I'm looking. She wants me to run high days on Wednesday and Thursday, and when I check in on Thursday, she will decide whether she wants to run a high day on Friday or not. But so I'm looking forward to that. I've also got the first half of Wednesday off work because I just know that tomorrow is going to be really taxing for me. And I wanted to have the time to recover, get up, train, because Tuesday I'd normally be training quads and delts, but I'm going to do it Wednesday. And actually I'll be really grateful to do that on a little bit more food. So I'm going to get home. Today is going to be a busy day of just packing, getting myself sorted. Packing to stay somewhere on prep ain't light, so I'll show you what that looks like, but fuck, it's not light at all. So since I got home about 8:15, and then for 45 minutes just packed clothes and stuff, and then I've worked for a bit and I'm just out on my lunch for a walk, but I have also started to sort out my food for spending one night away. I've tried to make my life easier by measuring everything out. I've measured my last 2 meals and prepared them for the end of the day. I've got one more meal to have at home before I go, which I'll have in probably about an hour's time, and then I'll get over to Manchester. But yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. Making a good old dent in my steps, because I think I'm on nearly 10,000 now, so not much left to do. Probably about 20 minutes walking, hopefully, after I've done my cardio. However, the amount of stuff I've got, I'm probably going to have to do 3 or 4 trips to the car when I get there. It should be fun. I've got a pocket full of monsters. I've got 2 monsters in my pocket from the shop to keep me going tomorrow if I need them. Might even get another one. I do try and limit my monster intake on prep because it's better to have them at this arse end when you really need them. But I tend to only have one on rest days. And to be honest, that's just to get my poo moving in the morning. I'm very used to my pre-workout doing that for me. Always honest, even if you didn't ask for it. This is going away for one night with work on prep, so all my clothes are in there, all my food for tomorrow is in there, my food for today is in there, my mini fridge, my electric saucepan and my laptop. I told you, you cannot pack light when you're on prep. I've just got here to the hotel and I cannot even hide my smugness at this. Oh, okay. No, fuck off. I can't. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm going to get changed now. I'm going to do my cardio. I'm going to take my heels down there with me to do a bit of posing practice, which will probably freak out everyone in the gym. It's not a bodybuilding gym, but I'm at the point now where it doesn't really matter to me anymore. Just finished the most boring cardio of my life and practiced my routine, had a pose. Lovely stuff. Go and eat now. My next purchase has frightened me a little bit. I'm sat next to the window because the smoke alarm's there, and if I turn this up to the second setting, it is sizzling, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna get everyone thrown out and evacuated for the fire alarm going off. So I've just put it on a very low heat, and I'm just gonna, it is warm enough though, it's warm. It doesn't really matter as long as it goes in. That was actually the most boring cardio I think I've ever done. I feel like I've really been spoilt now by Ultraflex, but the Stairmaster faced a wall. I was on the Stairmaster for 15 minutes, then I went and did 20 minutes cross trainer, and then went back on the Stairmaster. I was just so bored. So I'm really glad that I've got that to look forward to tomorrow. Oh well. I might actually do it on the treadmill and just crank it right up. As long as I can keep my heart rate at 140 for 45 minutes, which I can. I don't know, we'll see, but I'm going to do that for a part of it because that was fucking boring. I'm going to wash up my saucepan now because I've just eaten my meal. I purposely brought Tupperwares that I could chuck away, like old ones that we don't want anymore, so that I'm not bringing loads of shite back with me for tonight's meals. And then I will have my yogurt meal, probably have a shower and go to bed and just soak up having an early night. And yeah, no networking and socialising for me today, but I really enjoyed having a little pose and running through my routine in the studio, so that was nice. Good morning, it is Tuesday. I am ready to go. I've cooked my oats. I'm friggin' starving. I'm ready to eat them, but I'm gonna try and wait because I just don't think there's gonna be loads of really obvious, clear opportunities for me to eat today. And I'm obviously trying to make my meals last. I think I'll probably eat my first meal at around 9:30, but everything's packed in my bag and I'm gonna take everything down to the car in a couple of trips. Just wait for everyone in the foyer, maybe get a coffee. These are so handy, by the way, these little almond milks. There's a Starbucks downstairs, so I might just go and have a coffee and wait for everyone and then go with them once I've packed the car. But I've done about 1,000 steps so far. I've done my cardio this morning. I got up at 5:15 and went and just did that, got that out of the way. I probably could have slept in a little bit more, but I didn't want to be on the minutes. I wanted to be ready like ahead of time, and yeah, that's where we're at today. So I'm looking forward to today. I'm sure it'll be fun. I do like exercising. It's just an intense day. It's going to be a long day. I'm going to be out on site till about, I think the exercise finishes at 3. I'll have to do a debrief with everyone, and then I'll probably be on the road between 4, 4:30, I think. Probably get stuck in a load of traffic as well. No, in Manchester. I don't think I've ever been so fucking cold or tired. But that went well and I survived it. Even if I look like I'm dying. Just stopped off to use this. Can we fucking see how some people leave their food? How disgusting. Safe to say, the microwave was not much better. So I'm gonna eat in the car. I have done very well today, even if I do say so myself, on the limited food that I've had. I had my porridge as things were starting to get ready at about 9:30. I saw an opportunity at about 11 to have my chicken salad, which I knew wasn't going to take me very far into the day anyway, in terms of like hunger signals and stuff. I had my chicken and veg meal at about 1:30, 1:45, and I'm on my way home eating my beef and rice meal. Thank fuck for the high days that I'm about to have. Today went okay. I was finding it difficult towards the end in terms of like energy, and I've never been so fucking cold in my life. It started really sunny, so I actually was hot and had too many layers on. Took a top off underneath my hoodie, put that back on when I went to break for my food at around 1:45, but I was freezing. I couldn't feel my feet. And then I put on an extra pair of trousers. So today I have worn 2 pairs of trousers, a top, a hoodie, a gilet, and I've still been absolutely freezing. Like, it is not acceptable for someone with this little body fat to be outside for that length of time. But I did it, and I'm proud of myself for doing it. And you know what? Like, function wise, I did very well. And excuse me, I wasn't too bad at all. And you know, my attention to detail was still very much there. I find that when I'm forced to on prep in a work environment, I'm still ticking over quite well. It's just in the downtime I can be a bit scatty, but yeah, other than that, it was good. So I'm gonna get this down me, get home, get the rest of my steps in, which I think is probably about 4,000, 5,000, not sure. Won't take me too long anyway. And then have my oatmeal and unpack all of this fucking ungodly amount of shit that I've brought. But I'm really happy with how the whole experience has gone in terms of staying over this close to a show. I've not done that before, never been away with work this close to a show, I don't think. No, I haven't. But the mini fridge was an absolute amazing thing. I've been away with work before and taken all my own food where there hasn't been a fridge, and I've had to try and like put it in the sink in cold water, and I most definitely had the shits the next day, so it wasn't ideal. The saucepan is amazing. It's really, really good. You can cook steak in that thing. Like, it's very, very safe to use. I was just very aware that there was a smoke alarm in my room. I didn't want what I was cooking to sizzle too much, but my oats were absolutely fine this morning being cooked in that. So yeah, 100% something that I'm very pleased I purchased, but not essential by any means. If you want to grab something like that and you're staying in a hotel prior to a show, by all means do, but remember the whole smoke alarm thing. Not that any of it was burning, but there was just obviously steam coming off it, and I was like, oh. I would still always recommend grabbing like an Airbnb with a kitchen or something, so you don't need to think about that. But if a hotel is your only option, there's two things there that I've bought which really, really helped me and were a great addition to staying away. I picked the mini fridge up off Vinted. If you haven't watched the vlog where I picked it up, and it only cost me £15, and it's an absolute steal. It's actually a skincare fridge, which is why it's got the mirror on the front, but very, very handy for shows and doing your makeup if you need to, because it's got the light as well. It's just fucking genius. And the saucepan I picked up from Amazon, and it was about £35, but I did think I will use that when we go away, because quite often I am cooking my own shit, and if we ever go camping, I can use it. It's something that I can lend out to friends as well for shows, so a good investment piece for me. Wednesday. I did not wash my mascara off well last night. Ew. Or in the shower that I just had. What a skeffy bitch. But anyway, it is Wednesday, and as you can see, I trained quads and delts this morning. I am having half a day off work, so I trained. It's also a high day, so I just got a load of steps in. I think I'm on about 8,000, so I've still got a way to go. I was gonna go for a walk, but it just started raining. But following that, I went and grabbed some food for Maggie from a little farm that we go to grab her food. And I've just got back and I'm just gonna take it easy and do my nails and then maybe go for a walk later. I'm actually kind of impressed today at, you know, the lack of strength drop. I didn't have the best night's sleep last night. Maggie, for some reason, just threw up at about 3 a.m. I have no idea why, but she's absolutely fine. I did some posing this morning as well, which was good. I'm not looking as lean today as I was yesterday when I woke up at the hotel. And I just think yesterday was quite a lot for me at this point. Excuse you. In terms of like output, cognitive function, and it just being a long day, a lot of time sat down in the car, like concentrating on driving. It was just a lot at this point. But I'm hoping that it's, with it being check-in day tomorrow, it'll be a good day after having like properly rested day, and rested better than I normally do on a rest day because I've got the morning off. So I'll start work in a couple of hours. But I'm just going to do my nails and watch some Love is Blind. And I'm feeling okay. My weight has dropped since my check-in on Monday, but not by as much as I would have expected given how lean I looked yesterday. But like I said, today, I think there was just a little bit of inflammation there. I really need to go and use the freaking sauna. I've just said this to Andy, I need to go and use the sauna at the gym. I haven't used it yet. It's been open like 6 weeks now, probably more. I'll get around to it at some point. I just don't want to use it on a training day. I want to use it on a rest day. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a proper rest day and I will just be getting steps. I might even have a bit of a lie-in and not get up at the crack of dawn to go and get my steps in at the gym. Maybe I'll do the sauna and some steps on the way home from the gym tomorrow. That might be nice. I'm looking forward to the extra food today. I think it is needed and will go down very nicely. Today, and everyone that I've interacted with has tested me. I started work at about 12:30. Within 10 minutes, I wanted to knock someone out. Unreasonable requests coming through, like impossible requests. That needs to fucking stop, by the way. I really struggle to say no to people. I'm getting better at it. But sometimes the question shouldn't even be asked, you know what I mean? I've just cheered myself up by picking up a Vinted parcel. I've got a thing at the minute where I keep going on to Sephora and what's trending, having a look at it and being like, ooh, like a bit of that, like that brand, not used it before, like trying to be more experimental with makeup because I've got right back into it, she says, looking like a naked mole rat, and picked up an eyeliner on Vinted for like £4 just to test it out. So that is my new thing, but I'm going to go and get the food shopping. I haven't been for a walk yet because I just haven't had chance, but I've still got about 8,280 steps in, say about, that was very accurate. And I'll go for a little walk after I've done this food shop. But fuck me. Today has been a day and it was only half a one. I'm trying to keep my stress low. Other people are not. I'm being very vocal about it, which is a good thing, and so should you. If someone is causing you stress and you don't need it, tell them nicely. It is Thursday. I've done my check-in this morning and I am 2.4 kilo down from my last check-in last week. I know I do midweeks now, but this one is based on what my weigh-in was on the Thursday. And I can't fucking believe it. 2.4 kilos. There's still loads to come off, but that is, at this point in prep, that is pretty unbelievable, to be honest. I anticipated that Amy would give me another high day tomorrow, Friday, and that's exactly what I've got. She cannot believe it. She actually said that my body is the most responsive body that she's had in a prep, which obviously feels great. But yeah, I'm still looking flat even after one high day. Like, I filled out a bit, but I can take a lot more carbs than the average person, I think. So yeah, I'm fucking buzzing, absolutely buzzing with that. But I've just got to work. I'm in the office today and I'm going to try, I don't know why I'm shaking. I haven't got that kind of fat burner in. I'm going to try and take some time back today so that I can go and get my steps in at the gym and use the sauna. I think that'll be really good for me to use on a rest day. I still haven't used it and I've been meaning to, so I've brought a bikini with me. Whether it fits or not, I've got no idea, but I tried to bring one that's got like ruched sides so that I can pull it in a little bit. But yeah, focusing on steps today, trying to keep stress minimal. One thing that Amy has said in her feedback is to try and improve on my sleep, but I will. I'm going to bed earlier than I ever have done, but it could still use some work because it's still just shy of 7 hours. 7 hours is what everybody kind of needs to try and get, but for some reason that is harder for me. I'm trying to, and it's probably because I'm trying to get my training and cardio in at the same time. I think the time, I've said it before, the time is coming to try and split that up. It's not good for me anyway, really. It's more out of convenience than what is optimal. But I've just been trying to spend some more time at home with Andy, and fuck me, you know? So yeah, I think the time is coming where I'm going to have to spend some more time at the gym and out the house, but it is what it is. We've not got too much longer to go before my first one, so feeling pretty great today about that. Very excited for my rest day high day and having all of those oats when I get in the office. I've brought my scales with me so I can weigh out my peanut butter because I'm not putting that in whilst they're hot, otherwise it'll go all sludgy. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the food that I'm going to have today. I love my rest day high day food, and getting that bowl of oats in an evening as well. I'm going to check in again on Saturday after this series of high days. It will be low days after that though, so I'm just weighing up whether I train Saturday or Sunday, because I've got the DW team posing workshop on Sunday, which is over at Hull. It's Andy's birthday tomorrow, so his family are coming over Saturday and staying with us, and we're going out for a meal on the Saturday night. Obviously I'll be taking my own stuff. It's going to be harder this time because we're going to Hickories and I fucking love that place, but it will be fine. You know, there's plenty of time for me to have a meal there. So I'm just weighing that up and what I do on which day. I think it will be better for me to not have trained on a posing workshop day, but I'll be getting cardio in both days either way. So unfortunately I won't be looking as full for the posing workshop, but that's fine. Massively misjudged this. Oh well. I made it. I've got a top on. Finished work at 3, got here for about 4:10, finished my steps off, and now I am saunering. I didn't think it was hot enough in here. I got one of the lads in and was like, is this hot enough? They were like, Hannah, it's 80 degrees. My concept of temperature is wild now. I'm excited to see what my veins do when I'm in here. I'm not as vascular as I can get at the moment. That is definitely coming, but I imagine they'll probably do something. I don't know whether you can see, but you've got some veins appearing. veins of heat. It's Friday. If you can't tell, I have tanned. The weather is fucking shit. I'm going to have my tan nice for the weekend. It's probably the last time I'm going to do it. Well, no, it is the last time I'm going to do it before show. So just wanted it nice for Andy's birthday weekend. I haven't washed my tan off, so I'm trying to protect it the best way I can. I'm actually wearing my bronzy for work today. Working from home, obviously. Just needing to get some steps in on my lunch because need to make a good dent in them today. It's been a high day and a pull and hams training session this morning, which went alright. Like, it was decent. My strength is just not there anymore though. So it's not to say I'm not enjoying my training. I'm just like, that's annoying. So I'm not enjoying it as much as I previously have been. My nose is running. I've got the girls' check-ins to go through, which I will either do on this walk. Probably won't be able to just because I need both hands, but we'll do them later before we get ready and go out for Andy's birthday activity, which he doesn't know but is axe throwing today. And then I'm gonna have to have a good switcheroo of all my training over the weekend to accommodate just trying to be more present for his birthday, which is today. We've got his family coming over tomorrow at about 1, and then we've got my family celebrating with him on Sunday night, but in between then I've got like puppy school, training, cardio, and I've got a posing workshop. So I'm just trying to effectively time manage over the weekend. I always manage. I just have to think about it. But if something means something to you, you find a way, always. I've got a meeting at 2. I think it was about 1:20 when I left. So I just want to get a good 3,000 in to try and break 10,000 today on this leg of steps anyway, because I managed to get a good dent in them post-training this morning with the absence of the cardio, so that was good. It'll be back to the grind tomorrow though. Let's hope the fucking weather picks up, otherwise I am not going to have a very fun weekend getting steps in either side of everything. Never mind. I've also got to check in with Amy in the morning, a little midweeker, just to see what the extra food has done. I'll be back on low days though for sure. I am down 0.5 kilo though this morning, so my body is just soaking up all them carbs. I love my rest day, high day meal, like that last meal of the day. That fucking bowl of porridge last night was delish. We also had like a fleeting visit from one of my best friends last night who was back in Lincoln, which was a really nice little surprise. She just wanted to see us and see Maggie while she was home, which was great, and just a little unexpected little pick-me-up. Walk number 2, still haven't taken my tan off. Growing more orange by the moment. I really feel for my girls at the minute because my brain cells are just melting away. I just said to Andy, I'm further in than I've got left of prep. And then I was like, it's a really weird way of saying that I'm over halfway. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I can't string a sentence together, and other times I am going the long way around on those sentences. Fucking hell. These poor girls better start feeding back to them now.
You've got up to the black line, sweetheart. Give yourself some more space. That's a 4.
Fucker. Oh! Good morning, it's Saturday. I have been in trained. I took Andy with me today because Ultraflex have been doing like a bring a friend day today. So that saved him 15 quid. 15 quid for a day pass is a lot. I think that's pretty consistent across all Ultraflexes now. It used to just be Rotherham that was more expensive, but all of them are now. So we've been in trained. I did my check-in this morning. I've not had like any feedback yet, but we've just been like discussing things and that I'm back onto low days. So I'm assuming that I'm on low days until Thursday, which 10 out of 10 expect. I have done my cardio and yeah, we're just going to be getting ready for Andy's parents to arrive and I'm going to go and get some steps in after this. We'll just nip into the shop. Quite a relaxed Saturday, which is nice. My weight is actually down on my Thursday check-in. I'm 63.6. No, I'm not. 67.6 today. I was 67.3 yesterday, but I did eat quite late last night because I split my final high day meal into the yogurt meal and the oats meal and had the oats when we got back from axe throwing, which was closer to 9 o'clock. So I did eat quite late. I imagine my weight will be down tomorrow as I'm back on low food. But I'm really looking forward to the Team DW posing workshop tomorrow. They're always proper good value. They're 80 quid, but when you think about if you paid for one-on-one lesson with Kayla, that's 80 quid. And I'm getting like 2.5 hours, maybe even more, and have an in-person check-in with Dan, because Amy's not flying in for this one, but she will be flying in for my shows in May, which is fucking crazy. So I'm getting excited now. I need to start registering for them, to be honest.
You do your back of your legs too. Floss your back legs.
First time off the lead. Whee! Go on, crazy. Yeah. My favourite restaurant. Miss you.
What you got there, Dad?
Pulled pork, pickles, slaw and chicken.
What was it with beans?
Yeah.
Good morning. It is 6:10. It is freezing. It can't just be me anymore. I think it's freezing. I'm at the gym early because I want to get my cardio in, but I've also banked myself, and I don't know how, an extra 5,000 steps. Last night I got to over 15,000. The day before I was over 16,000. So I've given myself a really nice buffer for today with the posing workshop. So I am going to get some extra steps in, but I'm probably not going to be as high pressure as I would be on a normal day because I can easily get 9,000 in. It's so weird saying that because I've been fitting that in for a really long time, so it's no biggie to me today at all. Last night was the first night where I was like, this is hard watching everybody eat my favourite food. But 15 weeks into prep, I think, and you know, it's not all bad, is it? I managed. Just as a heads up though, hickories will not heat your food up. Funnily enough, I hadn't asked when I booked it, and I didn't like make sure of it. So what I did before I went was nuke it so that my rice was at least soft, and I ate my meal cold whilst I was there. I asked them for a salad so that I could mix in some green veg, and I just said, just kind of have the most basic salad, no dressing, no oils, no nothing on it, just green veg. And it came and it had loads of sweet corn on it, like cooked veg that they'd had and just lobbed on top. So I just had to pull all the lettuce out and chuck it in my meal, but it was fine. It was still nice. I enjoy my food, so I wasn't that bothered. But last night was the first challenge that I'd had in a restaurant environment where they, one, wouldn't cook my food, and two, I had to faff about a little bit. But I think in how many years of doing this now? 6 years, 7 years? It's not bad going, is it? But just as a warning, hickories won't reheat that for you. Cardio, 45 minutes, as many steps as I can, and then hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit of food shopping on the way home. But I've just realised it's Sunday and it's 6:15, and that would make it 10 o'clock before I can do that. I might have to do that on the way to Hull, but that's fine. And then we're going round to my parents for Andy's birthday celebrations, day 3 later. So, what a lucky guy. I've gone overboard on my face today, I'm aware. I just went into Starbucks to get a cold brew, and they were like, oh wow, like, you are made up. I hope you're going somewhere nice. And I was like, Hull. And the lady was like, oh. No, it is not all that nice, but it will be fun. So I'm ready to go over there. I've managed to get about 7,000 steps in. So all of the steps that I have banked over the weekend, I've not yet used because I still went over yesterday. So it's looking pretty good for me today. I don't particularly need to go for my 13,000. I can actually just sit where I am. I only really need to get 8,000, so I'll definitely get more than that throughout the day. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good and ahead of myself, so at least it's some more that I can bank for another day this week when I can't be fucking arsed, which is nice. So I'm just going to go and get over there now. I'll be about an hour early, so I will probably jump on the treadmill because I ain't got anything else to do.
We're looking for 6 athletes for the first call out, right? The first call out is where you judge for the top 6, right? If you miss that, it's rare that you're going to get them back into the top 6. It does happen, so don't give up if you miss the top 6, but it's rare that it's going to happen, right? So we're looking for numbers. The minute you walk out, we're looking for 6 people that stand out better than everybody else. What happens is, every judge writes down their section numbers, right? It all goes to the bill, and then there's a tick list, and the people with the most ticks will be selected by most judges. There's your first call out. That's how we do it. You need to stand out for the minute that you walk out from behind the curtain to the judges. Walk well, keep your heads up, smiling, look like you're having a good time, show your physique, not looking like an amateur, like you know what you're doing. You are amateur, if you get what I'm saying. And then that way you're going to be more appealing to the judges. You're going to have given your life up for the last 20 weeks, not going out for meals with your families, your partners, blah blah blah, you're starving, everybody in your family hates you, nobody wants to talk to you anymore. You sacrifice all this shit, and then you're just going to walk out and what? Do you know what I mean? Lose out because what? You was lazy for 10 minutes, what you want to say, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it might be, and you're going to lose out because you was feeling nervous, a little bit scared, blah blah blah. Everyone's feeling nervous and scared. You've got to walk out with 1,000 people in your pants and start turning around and saying, because everybody's scared. But the point is, you don't act like you are. You need to put on an act, fake it till you make it, and all that shit. Everybody else might feel like they're acting confident, but very few actually are in real life.
Showcase the shoulders to the judges, so turn a little bit more on your top line, that's it. Keep that shoulders to your
the right. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. And pose from the front. So what you'll do is finish that side and pose from the left front. And from the front. Left up. Pose from the side. Down. Down. Scoot it back up. Pose from the back. Pose from the side. Go to any side of the choice. Back into that maybe if you want where it was. And just go to one another. Numbers. Number 12. Number 10. Switch please. Number 15. Number 8. Switch. Sonia. Rare that you will. Quarter turn to the right. Sit, shots. Feet together. There you go. Pause on the side. What weeks are we at? What's that? Yeah, sure. That's to make sure there's that messing with it.
I'm not going to pick that.
Are you not?
No,
You're not interested in that?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's fine.
It is large there.
Well, it's because it's curvy. It'll sit right in it. What's that? What time? What time? Pause from the front.
Today's going to realise I don't even like this anymore.
I think it's alright.
Is that okay?
Yeah. So what's like when we come further?
Yeah.
Pause from the side. That is a strong shot. So if you want to swap it for that for your front shot.
Yeah, that's what I used to do.
And then maybe go back into the one-handed one for your side shot.
Yeah.
Stay there. So front shot, and then shot from the side, please. You just do it with one hand, just that hand. Yeah, do that. You're right. Yeah, it's strong that. Pose from the back. Pose from the side.
Yeah, it came from an really likes it, but I'm not. What other one?
Yeah, just do the same one, yeah. If you're strong on that, angle that, so I just go with it. I'm not a lover of that for most people, to be honest.
I don't think I've got enough chest or back for that.
They're not looking at that though, they're looking at the overall silhouette,
Yeah.
so that's going to be stronger. When they say to do side chest, they're not looking at any, do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
They're just looking at the overall shape in the lineup. So if you're good at that shot, I always lean towards it, you know what I mean? Yeah, sweet. Everything's going alright, we've still got a bit to come away.
Yeah.
The fucking dropping fast as out.
It's going really, yeah, 2.5 kilo this week.
I know it was, yeah. Then you've done what was it, 3 hard days off the back of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Delicious, thanks everyone.
So, yeah, just keep it coming off.
Yeah.
It's 3:30 o'clock.
Can you see my hands in that back shot? Are they in my back shots, whether it's arms overhead or down? Can you see detail coming through here?
It's probably, there's still a good bit to get away.
Yep.
But, yeah, just keep chasing it off. I think if you're probably there enough before you need to be, but then you've been else for, you guys.
Yeah.
Which is obviously 10 weeks, I think, yeah. So, yeah, but it's coming off faster, so, yeah. So,
Thank you.
all is good.
All is good.
And you've not had to go too hard for it either, which is not a bad
I can't
thing.
believe it. It feels
Yeah.
like it doesn't even, I don't want to be that person, but I don't feel like I'm prepping. I have just pulled up back at home after a very successful workshop, and I'm just so pleased with how that went. And I'll be honest, going into it, because I've only ever done those in off season, I wouldn't say I was in my head, but I was thinking more about how I looked, because I'm quite clearly on prep at this point, but I'm not in stage condition. And, you know, like, I was just overthinking it a little bit and thinking, oh God, if anyone asks me how many weeks out I am, do I say? Do I want to know what their reaction is to that, in the sense of, like, do they think I'm really far away? Do you know what I mean? I was overthinking it, and I was looking at myself getting ready like, oh, do I put some shorts on? No. And I went in my bikini, and it went so well. Dan used me to demonstrate some posing as well, because it was good. And I just felt really good. I had an in-person check-in with Dan as well, and he's super happy with me. He's like, yeah, we've got some more to go, but it's dropping off you and things are going amazingly. So I feel very, very good about that. And yeah, it was just a good day. And still undecided on the category, I'll be honest, but I've definitely got the mass for athletic. It's just, and today reassured me of that. It's just going to be a case of what condition I can get. Oh, Dan gave me a robe, so that's exciting. So I can wear that on show day and rep. So that's really cool. And yeah, I just feel great about it. So I'm going to get in now. I've still got 2 meals to have. I don't need to do any more steps because I've banked a lot of them and I'm over 10,000. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to get ready very quickly to go up to my mum's for Andy's birthday part 3, the fucking queen. And they're all going to have a takeaway. I'll have my food and we're going to watch a movie, which goes hand in hand with his present from my parents, which I'm quite excited to see his reaction to, because he's going to bloody love it. So annoyed that I didn't think of this as a gift for him, but I know that my mum is absolutely buzzing with herself that she thought of it, so I'll let her have that one. I used my brand new heels today, and I was a little bit wobbly in them. I don't know whether that's just because of the flooring in there, but I'm definitely going to take both pairs on show day. Was a decider for me today. But yeah, get in, quick turnaround, get out.